You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go.
Ready?
All right, I'm ready.
All right, man. 15 minutes of fame. Rizzy.
You heard me?
Oh man. What up?
What's happening?
Yo, could I introduce you and then you just, tell me if I'm right with what I'm saying?
All right, yeah.
So again, man, first off, people know you and then people don't know you, right?
Yes.
In the battle rap world, a lot of people do know who you are.
Yes.
Your, your,
Somewhat.
your name is Rain. Rain was it 910,
Yes.
right? 910. You originally, I knew you from doing the beats for damn near every URL event.
Yes.
Right with that.
True.
True. Then as I got to know you more, you just make beats for a lot of fucking people. It wasn't just the URL. Can you
Also true.
can you just give a little bit of a little rundown of the people that you worked with and the shit that you've done?
Oh man, I've worked with everybody, man. I've worked with Dr. Dre. I've worked with Rick Ross, Gunplay. I paired them together, just the MMG movement. Jim Jones, G Unit. It's a bunch of people, man. There are a bunch of people, countless people in the battle rap community. Yeah.
Because I'm doing this because I want people to know that you just not a random dude that actually coming out to talk about the shit you about to talk about.
True.
You know what I mean?
I've been around for a long time. I've been an artist for a long time also, rapping. What's that beeping sound? Yo, that's the oven? All right. That's all good. Yo, so yeah, we cooking up. We about to like how we about to cook up in this interview. Yeah, cooking up. You heard me?
That's what it
Yeah,
looks
so
like.
I'm an artist. I've been rapping forever. I was in a group with Corey Guns called the Militia. Me, Loaded Lux, Corey Guns, Axel, Fred the Godson was, I came up around him. So I've always been rapping. I've always been doing music. I've did ghost writing for other artists. With the whole smack shit, that's my man. You know what I'm saying? So I think people, your man has something going on. My man was throwing battle rap events at Webster Hall. Of course, I'm coming through. What's happening? I'm pulling up on you. I'm gonna come stand beside you. You know what I'm saying? Not because I needed a look or nothing, because that's my man. Where else I'm gonna stand? On the fucking balcony? You know what I'm saying? So, and Beasley, that's my dog too. That's my brother. Beasley was managing me. Before Beasley had URL or anything like that, we was doing the music together. You know what I'm saying? He was running around, we in LA, doing ghostwriting for people, and he's handling the business and all that. So don't ever get it confused. Like I started coming through just as like a battle rap fan. Like I wasn't even a fan of it. I didn't even know what the fuck that format was. Like the way, you know what I'm saying? We used to just see each other in the street. Like, I'm nice and you, all right, bet, rap, let's go. I was battling everybody. So when they created URL, I just felt like I was very proud that my guys had something going on that was like innovative, and it was, getting other young black men an opportunity to make money and to eat and to grow their brands. I always thought that was incredible. So I stood there and I supported. And then of course, over time, I got cool with the battle rappers. A lot of the artists, I realized that they were, just interesting people to be around and very creative. And then at a time where hip hop was fading, these guys were keeping lyricism going, and and we wound up having a dope rapport.
Now, one thing I know about you from knowing you, in the time that I've known you, you don't give a fuck. Like you keep it 1,000, even when you shouldn't keep it 1,000.
Yeah, I got a big mouth.
Even in this situation, like when I saw the shit on Instagram, I called you and I said, you sure? Like you want to say the shit that you were saying? You know what I mean? Like, the shit you was talking about, I was like, because I know that you're affiliated with other people in the music industry. So you know how it is, like even in battle rap, like people feel a certain way about shit, but they won't publicly say anything. You understand?
Yes.
So when I saw you publicly, talking about this situation, I was like, wow, let me make sure, because I told you I was gonna grab it and put it up on my channel, but I wanted to make sure that you wasn't drunk, and just randomly did some shit, So now the thing we're talking about is, I told you when I talked to you, I've seen this a while ago, whereas though you have a lot of artists, and not just underground artists, like mainstream artists that are reaching out to other artists, up and coming artists, and they're offering them to be on a mixtape, and they're charging them to be on the mixtape. Now, the first time I heard about it, I thought like, oh shit, you're gonna be on a mixtape with, a Jada Kiss or whoever else, right? I was like, wow, that's dope. And they're like, nah, they just putting a mixtape together and I'm gonna be on the mixtape. So there's no features or nothing like that, right? Can you explain to me, because it happened to you, right?
Yeah.
So first tell the people what happened to you, and if that was the reason that made you say, I gotta say something now.
No, it wasn't the reason that made me say anything, but it was funny. It's when I realized it was complete bullshit, because Jadakiss, the page that belongs to Jadakiss, someone hit me up and was like, yo, what's up? What are you working on? Right? Now, this is where it gets interesting at, because I've met Jadakiss. When I see Jadakiss in the streets, we speak. I bump into him, whether it's at a party or, I bumped into him one time at CIAA. He like, yo, Rain, what's up? I got a hard drive full of your beats and joints. Is crazy. We got a link. Da da da. We text each other. When I did Flex, he saw me and chirping chicken or whatever, little chicken spot. He showed mad love, right? So I look at Jada as, this is one of my favorite artists. You know what I'm saying? He's extremely dope, and it's somebody that, I could say we have a cooler rapport with when we bump into each other. So for me to get a DM and you asking what am I working with, I'm thinking it's my man hitting me up. But then it's like, yo, I have a package deal with this and this mixtape going on. And I'm like, yo, dog, text my phone. What the fuck is going on? And I realized, yo, this ain't him. Okay. So this is not a Jadakiss diss. I don't want people to ever confuse this. This is not me dissing Jay. I wasn't dissing Jadakiss. Right. You know what I'm saying? I was just saying the whole situation is whack. Whoever's running this or whatever system this is that they have going on, at this point, people are just running amok. It's like, y'all don't have no control over this. Y'all don't even know who's hitting who. And I felt like at that point, I felt like the artist. So yeah, Jadakiss at this point should be monitoring what's going on his page a little bit more. Right? And then that's not what bothered me though. Because if you notice, if you look at the date on that, that was a couple months back, like October. Okay. So I didn't say anything. I wasn't tripping. What bothered me was a young artist from my city hit me up, right? He was hyped because the game DM'd him. Oh, he was he was super excited. Like, yo, the game hit me up. Yo, bro, I'm on. It's about to be lit. I'm just calling you to let you know, because they look at me like, I'm one of the biggest things that came out of Fayetteville. I'm like somebody they could look at, but he got some money, he got some shit going, people know him, whatever. So a lot of times these guys get a situation in Fayetteville, they reach out to me for me just to be excited for them. I'm like, damn, I'm knowing this bullshit though. So how do I tell this kid, yo, that's bullshit. It's nothing, you're not gonna get nothing out of that. So then he's like, yo, yeah, I'm about to go hit the block, because these guys are people who I know, these young kids, they sell drugs, they run the streets. So he's about to go put his freedom on the line to pay the game, because he thinks one of his favorite rappers DM'd him, and he didn't. It's fake. It's not real. You know what I'm saying? You'll get whatever, you might get some things you negotiate, whether it be like an Instagram post or somebody to post you in your story or whatever it may be, but the initial interaction was based on you thinking that this was the game. Right. Hitting you up directly and personally, and that's wrong. That's wrong.
Now I have seen, not the game, but I've seen a few artists, they actually, promote that and say like they're doing that.
Ooh. Hit Bees real quick, tell him stop calling. Yeah. So does Eric Beasley keep calling my phone?
E. Beasley. Well, shout out to you for pushing Bees to the side. so me and you can chop it up. Nick, I done came up in the game now.
Yeah,
Overriding Beasley calls.
that's funny as hell.
Yeah, so I've seen this, you know what I mean? And like I say, I see them, they do their own little promo saying that, you know, they're doing these mixtapes.
Yes.
So what you're saying is that wasn't Jadakiss that hit you up, and that probably wasn't Game that hit your boy up.
That's for sure it wasn't.
And what makes you say it's for sure?
Because well, one, I know Jadakiss wouldn't hit me up and acting like it's Jadakiss. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I know how we communicate. So I knew that already. And then once I start putting two together, I'm seeing a lot of copy and paste messages. Cause I'm like, yo, everybody send me the screenshots from these tag your artist posts. That's the first thing I did, right? I'm like, yo, I feel like these artists are preying on the poor. And everybody started sending me DMs, but it's the same DMs. The same conversation, copy and pasted messages. And then once I started going crazy, then these people started reaching out to me.
People who? The artists?
No, not the artists, the people that control what's going on behind the scenes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a system. It's a system that that operates similar to how Jim Jones has Quarantine Studio. So Jim Jones, shout out to Jim Jones, because he created a platform called Quarantine Studios, where he allows artists to reach out to, you know, he allows new artists to reach out to these stars, right? And to whether it be go on Zoom and have conversations and get advice, whether it's get features, well, it's real. You know what I'm saying? And he's not in people's DMs acting like he's somebody else. So what these guys have going on behind the scenes, it operates like kind of like Quarantine Studios, but it's morally incorrect.
And what do you mean morally incorrect? What makes it
because
morally incorrect?
You're acting like you're the artist.
Okay, so it's again, so that's what I'm trying to make sure we're clear on. But the artists, I like you said earlier, like they are supposed to be conscious about people that's handling something for them.
Yes.
Right. And that's not what's being done.
It's not what's being done at all. And then I would never allow somebody to use my Instagram and act like me.
Right.
If you want to use my Instagram and reach out to people and try to get some features, let them know who you are.
Yes.
Yo, I'm Rain's friend. You know, I handle his day-to-day work. Yo, he has some dope promo packages going on that you might be interested in. That's fair. But when somebody thinks it's Rain hitting them up directly and they're a fan of Rain, then that's morally incorrect.
100%. I agree. So yeah. the bottom line thing is like what needs to be figured out is, are there any mixtapes coming out? I've never heard of any mixtapes. You know, I've heard of the concept, but I've never seen anybody promote like, here's the new mixtape that I got all of these artists on there that paid money to be on this mixtape. Have you ever seen any of the mixtapes?
Yes, but at this point, because I went looking for them. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So what's going on is these artists are creating SoundCloud pages that are separate from their normal SoundCloud pages. So a lot of these SoundCloud pages, which might have millions of followers on them, that's not where they're releasing the mixtapes at. They're putting them on a separate SoundCloud page or on a Dat Piff page, and they're just releasing the music and posting the cover in their stories. Right. And then there's 50 artists on there, and they're dropping 3 mixtapes a month. So there's 150 artists on you know, between these 3 mixtapes, and you're just making a fucking story post and you're not speaking on it. That's wrong, because you know in your heart that nobody's gonna get a look off of it. Right.
And that's what I was gonna ask you too. Like, is this beneficial to the up and coming artists that are actually participating in this?
No, not at all.
Is it bad for you to say they're not participating? Is it bad for you to actually say that, like as if you are disrespecting the artists that are trying to put these mixtapes together?
No, because they know that it does no good.
Okay.
And that's where the fuck you comes in at. Because the fuck you comes in at because y'all had 15, 20 years to get it right. You know what I'm saying? these guys are not snatching up no artists. They're not signing no artists. They have never broke an artist. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What artists, you know, and that's what becomes personal for me, because it's like, yo, what artists have you broke to sit here and tell these new guys that you could put them on a mixtape with 50 other people and it's gonna be a great look for them? You never reached out. These guys have never reached out to no artists. I'm talking about like you talking about like this. Yo, God bless Fred the Godson, right?
R.I.P. to Fred the Godson.
R.I.P. to Fred the Godson.
Man.
All of these rappers were not reaching out to Fred the Godson to do music with him. He's always been incredible. You know, it's been very few people actually reached out to him and, you know, did music with him just based on him being dope, right? So if you got people of that caliber that's been around, so you mean to tell me there's no way you could have put them in some type of position? You just been ignoring these guys, blocking the bridges up for 10 to 15 years. And now the minute the pandemic hits, y'all popping up in everybody DM asking for money. Man, fuck y'all. This ain't no charity. What does it look like? So that's where the problem comes in. The problem comes in, y'all have never done anything for the culture at no time, but now you want to put a mask on. Everybody's like in the secret masquerade, acting like, you know, they're doing some charity work. Like, yo, I'm finally giving artists an opportunity. Y'all come to my page, pay this, you know what I'm saying, put y'all on the mixtape. You're finally giving somebody, you can't give yourself an opportunity. You don't have a record that's hot right now. So how are you gonna help anybody that's on this side? And I'm not talking about me, I'm good. Yo, first of all, Unc, listen, you know, Unc, you be around me. You already know what's up.
That's a fact.
I'm not hurting for nothing. That wouldn't even make, if I was hurting, I would be the guy DMing people asking for money.
Selling beats for the love.
So how the fuck am I, you know, you can't look at me and say I'm the hater, because I'm not the one thirsty. I'm not doing this for no money. I don't get a check out of this.
Right.
I got 3 people their money back today.
What?
I'm not out here playing.
Holy shit. Well, that's a good look then.
Yeah,
that's
come on, man. It's wrong. When it's wrong, it's wrong.
Can I ask, what are the prices that you're hearing they're charging the up and coming artists?
And that was the thing. That was another thing. They take anything.
Anything.
If you got $1,000, they got something for you. You got 10,000, they got something for you. You got $20, they got something for you. These niggas are taking anything. It's like, yo, it's almost like, this is like vultures. It's like, yo, I seen somebody sent me a message today that came from Fat Joe page, and it was like, yo, I got $600. For $600, I'll do X, Y, and Z. And the dude was like, man, I don't have 600. Dude was like, well, what do you got?
Wow.
You got 200. Yo, man, the man just said he don't got $600. He don't have $600. So if he don't got $600, why would you even want his last 200?
Wow. And why is it that negotiable anyway? From 600 to 200? That don't even sound right. That's like buying something off the street. Somebody trying to sell you a TV for $1,000. You listen, man, I got 100, and they're like, okay, I'll take the 100. So something ain't right. Yeah.
Yo, it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
So it sounds like you are actually holding, because in the beginning I thought, because you mentioned like there's somebody running these pages, you know, so it's like at first I thought you were pretty much trying to hold them accountable for this, but at the same time you're holding the artists accountable for it also.
I'm holding all of them accountable. Because
okay.
the people that's doing it, right, they're doing a hustle. They just trying to make some money. Right. And you know, if they're not really fully a part of hip hop, then they don't really know what's correct and what's incorrect. Right? They just trying to make some money.
Right.
So I can't really blame them because I don't know them. Right? I can only assume that, you know, they just trying to get a couple dollars. Now, fast forward, today I know them. You know, yesterday when I first mentioned it and first did the post, I didn't know these people. Today I know who they are. So it's names and faces to match the bullshit that was going on. You know what I'm saying? But at the time, I was mad at everybody. I'm mad at these guys, even though it's just a hustle, whatever. But I'm mad at the artists for being around for 20 years and never helping, and then want to pop up with their hand out during the pandemic. The whole situation kind of disgusts me.
And me also. You know, I'm in agreement. Yeah. I'm in agreement because again, like you said, somebody like Fred the Godson been around all this time. So you mean to tell me you could help this guy if he gets you $600, but you couldn't help a guy who is clearly one of the best rappers to ever walk the face of this fucking earth? You couldn't help him.
You see what I'm saying?
Right, right. Wow. So what? Wow. So it's you got some of the money back, but it's no way to really stop this.
Oh no, we talked. We talked. It was a real conversation. Like that's the thing, you know. When I finally got a chance to get them on the phone, you know.
Can we say Trill, who it is, or
Big Trill was one of the people I got on the phone. Uncle Murder was one of the people I got on the phone.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying. So
and they're all part of that. What I'm talking about the entity, whatever it is that's actually
it's layered. It's so many people this eating off of that. It's so many people this, you know, benefiting off of that. You know, Uncle Murder's a guy that I respect. You know what I'm saying? A lot. You know, I don't know how much he's involved. You know what I'm saying? All I know that, you know, he's cool with some of the people, you know. So he might be making money off of it, he might not. But he's just cool with some of them. And he was reaching out just to see what, you know, Rain was going on. You know what I'm saying? Because he knows me. And we was able to we had a good conversation. We laughed. That's my man. Like you go back and see videos of me and Uncle Murder at battles, leaning on each other, laughing at this shit. You know what I'm saying? So he's a good guy. I respect him. You know what I'm saying? And I really don't got nothing against Trill either. You know what I'm saying? Other than the fact that the template needs to be changed. Okay. And that was the conversation I had with them. And it's other people too. This, you know, higher ups or whatever. It's might be $1 million business.
Well, I'm sure it is.
You know what I'm saying? So you know, a lot of people felt the way. You know, like I said, that's why I made the post how I made it. Like I'm not worried about burning no bridges, because these legends, they all been blocking the bridges anyway.
Right. That was another thing I wanted to talk to you about too, because like I said to you in the beginning, because it was like, wow, like you're affiliated with the music industry, and a lot of people don't just almost like whistleblowing. You know what I mean? Like you pulling the sheets off of shit, you know, with something like this, because this is bad. It's bad because it's coming from your favorite artist. It's not coming from a nobody that seems to be trying to hustle you out of a couple of dollars. You know, this is, if I'm an up and coming artist and I get a DM from one of my favorite artists, be like, word, you want to work with me? It's going to cost me some money. Fuck it, I'll do it. You know what I mean? It's like battle rappers. Battle rappers do features and shit like that for a lot of artists. I see that all the time. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's a big deal to somebody like that for the artist to reach out to them.
True.
Yeah. And I lost my train of thought. I was trying to make a point.
No, you're saying how you know, me being here like blowing the whistle.
Yes, it's
how does it affect?
It's
real, man. Because listen, everybody who knows me know I don't really get much support. You know what I'm saying? Like I got my Instagram followers. As far as like the URL crowd, you know, the fans over there, they never really supported me. They clown a lot, you know what I'm saying? Because I haven't got on the stage and all that, you know. But so a lot of times when I go out that bat, it ain't because I'm trying to, it's because it's just what's right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really big on who gonna ride with me. Ain't nobody ever rode for me. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want to be technical, you know what I'm saying? You know, I grew up in the streets hustling, going for mine on my own. I'm not scared of none of these dudes. I don't believe that nobody in the rap industry is tough. I'm not worried about nobody running down on me saying I'm messing up their money, because they're gonna have to deal with a problem that they really not prepared for.
We don't want to do that though.
Yeah, so to me, I'm just saying because, you know, people do a lot of online joking, but it'd be funny shit. It's not really real. What's really real is y'all taking money from people out of poor people's pockets, people with dreams and, you know, these goals to be these rap stars, and you're taking money from them knowing that nothing you're doing is gonna benefit them. So if that means that I gotta go against the whole industry, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like last time me and DNA did an album, we sold it through our DM through Cash App. We don't need the platforms. We don't need the artists. We don't need the industry. We never will. We don't care. We can do all this on our own anyway. Like, and that's the thing. We gotta burn this whole shit down and let people realize what this really is and what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only way we're ever gonna have freedom as artists. We gotta get rid of these old niggas that ain't been doing nothing but they the real culture vultures. you might have meant something to the culture then, but right now you can't possibly if you don't really care about the people that's coming up after you.
Yeah.
It's like it's nobody cares. So I didn't speak to none of the artists. I didn't speak to none of the rappers, man. Like, you know, fuck them.
Yeah, I just think that's so dope that you could actually do that. And like you mentioned, the how can you burn a bridge that's been blocked or something to that effect?
It's blocked. The bridge is blocked.
Right.
And but that's the thing that they do to you. That's the thing that this industry do to you. They'll block the bridge and then tell you, don't burn it. You might need it one day. Man, I need it today.
Right. I've needed it for 10 years.
I needed it for 10 years. So you think these artists don't got, you know, they didn't have bills that needed to be paid or family or, you know, they could have, if they could have crossed this bridge, their best friend wouldn't have got killed. You know what I'm saying? In the midst of them trying to get on and hustle. Come on, man. We've been needed a bridge. Don't try to, now don't throw the drawbridge up. They throwing the drawbridge up now. Like, yo, here goes the bridge. Yo, here's the opportunity. As soon as you start getting across that shit start going up on you, falling off the shit, you realizing it's all fake.
That's a good analogy. Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So this is the game. But I spoke to this, like I said, I want to get into that. I've had a chance to sit there and had a conversation with some of the people that run it, right? That
run the joint. Okay.
And they asked me my opinion, and I told them, yo, this is whack. The number one thing we have to fix is the introduction. And they received it well. You know what I'm saying? They was like, yo, you're right. From now on, moving forward, you know, if an artist gets tagged and we decide to jump in their DM and reach out to them, we will let them know that this is the team. This is DMX's team.
Okay.
Whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And, you know, and you were tagged under one of our posts, and these are our promo packages. Are you interested? That is a way better approach than acting like you're DMX.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? So that was something that we got a chance to agree on, right? Number two, there was a couple people that DM me that had situations that never got a chance to get resolved. Like basically they paid for a service and they didn't get it. And today I made sure that they got what they paid for. You know what I'm saying? So it was one guy who wound up getting DMX, Jadakiss, The Game, and it was one more artist. Fat Joe, he got his music posted on all of their pages today. You know what I'm saying? Over and something he had been paid for. So
he paid for it and never got the services rendered.
And never got the services.
Wow.
You know, so they wound up giving us a little bit of extra stuff, whatever.
Because of you.
Yeah, and I don't know this guy.
Wow.
I don't know him. I just know that it was wrong, what was going on. And when I started posting it, you know, my stance on the situation, mad people started sending me screenshots in unresolved situations. So right now I'm sitting with these people over at, you know, the whole tag your artist thing that they got going on. And I'm sitting with them and I'm resolving situations. And I'm changing the whole blueprint and the whole template on how they approach people, even down to the mixtapes. We had a conversation about the mixtapes. If y'all gonna be doing mixtapes, it shouldn't be 50 people on the mixtapes. So right now what they're doing is they're gonna re-release all the mixtapes that the people paid for. They're gonna shorten the number and split them up and with new covers and make all the artists that were involved post it on their main page and do a video talking about it.
Wow.
Yo, Unc, we not out here playing. The job has to get done. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to you.
And you know, and I told them, as long as they hold up the end of the bargain, I'll shut the fuck up about it. But if they don't, I'll take it even further. You know what I'm saying? I'll take it even further because I got all type of connections, man. My connections don't stop right here as far as like on Instagram. It don't stop on Facebook. It don't stop on Twitter. Come on, we're in a different world right now where everybody wants a good story. And I got the best story.
Do you still feel, even if they dumb down how many people are on that mixtape, do you still feel it's not really beneficial to an artist to be a part of that?
No, I feel like it's beneficial if it's handled with care.
Okay.
You know, I feel like DNA used to do mixtapes, right? He used to reach out, the rappers DM me, and he would actually do songs with these artists. He would promote these tapes. He would open up his page sometimes and let people and post videos of people rapping. It was something that he cared about. You know what I'm saying? So if these artists trim down the amount of people that's on the song, like if let's say Fat Joe does a mixtape and he trims down, rather than 50 artists, it's 20, and it's focused and it's for this month. And he gives his comment on which joints he really liked. and he posts it on his page, then it's worth it.
Right. What point am I getting if I'm gonna be on a Fat Joe mixtape, but Fat Joe ain't never mentioned my name at all? Like, what is the point?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
like I said, Fat Joe, you don't got, I'm not saying that Fat Joe has to mention everybody, but mention the one you like. Let us know you heard it.
Okay. Okay.
Post it on your page. Let people know it's coming. This is the date. Care about it. Because you're eating off of it. You're putting groceries in your house off of it. Right? So you should give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? You should give a fuck about it. You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
I had somebody the other day hit me up the other day and was like, yo, they had a record and it was like, yo, Rain, can you post this on your page for me? Right? And I heard the song and I thought it was dope. And I'm like, yo, I like that song. If you send it to me with an open verse and I'll get on it for free. Because I'm hip hop. I believe that if it's dope, let's rock with it. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't get your money. But it shouldn't stop you from just fucking with shit because it's dope, man. Pay y'all dues. Y'all not done. The old niggas are the ones who haven't paid their dues. Yeah. The young guys, we've paid our dues because we had to sit here and grab ourselves by the bootstrap and get whatever little pennies we could get. Because these niggas didn't open the door. So I don't want to hear no more about it. Y'all gotta pay our dues. Ain't no more legends. There's no more idols. We have to remove that way of thinking. When it comes to hip hop, there are no idols. Unless you're talking about somebody like Jay, Nas, who have actually put artists on, broke artists, and it's a different play. Like you think about the amount of artists that signed to Rock Nation. They all been rapping for 20 years.
Right.
These niggas won't even get out the fucking way. They've been blocking the bridge. I don't have no respect for them no more. I don't have no respect for no older artists, But even with my lack of respect for them, I'm gonna make sure that while I'm around, they're gonna do shit right.
Nah, like I said,
and we don't gotta keep at, and it's gonna be some funny comments like, "Oh, who he think he is to say that?"
Right.
The motherfucker who done changed this whole shit up. Overnight. So we don't got to keep asking about who I am.
Yeah, you know what they say, if you can get through to one person, you've accomplished something. So you got somebody, got their services rendered. You know what I mean? They paid for something and you actually went out on a limb, put your name on the line, and actually went out there and spoke up for somebody, and they actually got promoted. So
yes, and shout out to King Carr, because King Carr was one of the first people talking about this. He did a song actually dissing all of the tag your artists situation. His name's King Carr. I went live with him.
That you kept saying G's.
That's how we talk in the street. What up, G's? What's poppin', G's? Yeah, King Carr. So I went live with him, and he got his page taken down for dissing these people.
What?
Yeah, so he was putting a video out dissing these people, and they got his page took down, right? So I even got him on the phone with them today.
But how can you get your page took it down? This is freedom of speech, and then my man made a track speaking his mind. Like, this is pathetic.
It be some powerful people behind these, behind these apps, man. Behind these, it's a lot of shit going on. But I got him on the phone with them today, and they agreed to do some promo with him to get his numbers back up and different shit. So I've been all day. That's why people why you stop posting it? Because I've been trying to work it. We're gonna post it to get the attention, but once it's time to work it, we're gonna work it and make it right. And I didn't accept the dollar. I want to get this very clear. I didn't accept $1 from no one. I didn't ask nobody for $1. You know what I'm saying? And then there was people that was reaching out, threatening Big Trail. And I ain't want that. That's not what I wanted. I didn't want nobody threatening them, trying to extort them. That's not what this was about. You know what I'm saying? So it was never about no money. I didn't accept $1 from none of the artists. I didn't accept $1 from nothing that was going on.
Well, I hope this actually helps a lot of people, and hopefully some of the artists that are behind the promotion actually sees this and try to clean up the company or whoever it is that's actually running their pages and get on top of this. You know what I mean? Yeah, because I definitely don't want anybody out there representing me you know, with false narratives. So I hope they feel the same way.
Yeah, man. But no, like, moving forward, man. You know, we're gonna if you're gonna pay for a service from an artist, then make sure that it's beneficial to you. Cause I can't jump out the window every time for everybody. I don't even know these people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, for all the artists that are paying attention, make sure it's something that you really believe in. Make sure you're not just blinded by the fact that this is coming from this person or this group of people. Just look at what it is. Is my song really gonna get heard on this platform? It's 50 people on here. They drop these tapes twice, 3 times a month. Does this really work for me? You know what I'm saying? Like, start and please wrap your head around the fact that the playing field is even. It's been even. Social media, the internet, YouTube. You got your own TV channel. YouTube is a TV channel. It's a channel, so you could do whatever you want, whenever you want. You know what I'm saying? So we don't need these artists. We don't need these labels. We don't need none of that, man. Deaf to all of that. You know what I'm saying? Be creative. Come up with dope content and release it. And you'll be all right, man. You don't need these people, man, because these people, they are no different from you. When the pandemic hit, they panicked too. They don't know what to do either. They didn't have no money saved up. People, they millionaires. Yeah, they're millionaires that might have crazy spending habits each month, and now when that money ain't coming in, they're panicking.
That's a fact. I want everybody that's watching this video, if you have a similar experience, I want you to drop your comments in here and let us know, if you experienced anything like this with trying to pay for a slot on a mixtape and not getting the exposure you anticipated. I'm curious to the stories that we might hear for people that encountered this.
And if it came from that, right? Reach out. As long as you got your receipts and you can show who you paid and that your service was in render, it's all on the books. Reach out and we'll fix it for you.
Relax, Rizzy. You might get a million motherfuckers.
Hey, look, man. Hey, look, I'm overcharging niggas for what they paid what they did to the Cold Crush, man. Word.
Nah, but salute to you, man. Take my hat off to you, because like you said, man, you're not benefiting from this at all. You know what I mean? Nope. So just morally, you just saying
joy,
it's fucked up.
The joy though. Yeah. I do get a joy of seeing people just rebelling against this fucked up system. It's been fucked up. You know what I'm saying? This industry's been twisted. So I love saying something and then it giving other artists the courage to speak on it, because they're just scared. I had people hit me up like, "Oh, bro, I really don't feel comfortable sending the screenshots because I don't know. It might burn a bridge, or it might not be beneficial to me later." So they just scared. This been blocked. They scared, man, and it's sad that it's like that, man. It's sad that it's been like that.
And you're an artist, you know what I mean? So like, if it's coming from anybody, you're the right person for it to come from, an artist. You know what I mean? Not just a random person that sees this and because like you said, you're not trying to get on that mixtape, right?
I don't care about that mixtape.
Yeah.
And they can't pay me enough to be quiet. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they could be like, "Yo, Rain, will pay you to shut up." You can't pay me to shut up. You don't have enough money to pay me to shut up. I'm already okay. So it's not for nothing.
Right.
Other than the fact that of how it should be. I'm only fighting for how it should be.
Yeah, well, again, man, I respect you, brother, and I appreciate you taking the time out to actually shed some light on
it. Well, man.
Yeah, like I say, man, I just appreciate you taking the time out of your day, man, to actually address this, man, and shining some light on this, man. So hopefully a lot of artists will see this and think twice about it, man, and make sure that they're making the right move. So
I appreciate you, Unc, for sharing your platform, not only with me, but with, all of these young artists that's so talented, and that's what it's all about, man. Creating platforms and sharing them, man, with people that deserve it.
Yes, sir. If you need me For anything, don't call me.
You moved too slow. I already know not to call you. You ain't gonna make it in time.
My God. Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Love you to death,
Peace.
man. Be safe. I'll see you soon.
No doubt. What?
All right. Peace.
15 minutes of fame.
You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go.